Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and theys, and everybody else, all inclusive. Today I'm gonna be answering your questions. This is my son, Seiko-chan, by the way. Today I'm gonna be answering your questions. I asked you a few days ago on my Instagram story to give me questions that I can answer for you in the form of a video. If you think you can see up my skirt, no, I'm wearing shorts. You're not seeing anything, weirdos. Now, let's get to your questions. I have them all here on little papers. I'm actually traveling right now. I'm on the road, so I shoved these in a bag and took them with me so I can film the video, and they got a little fucked up and maybe I lost some in transit, but regardless, let's get started. Let's mix those up, and I'm gonna be answering all of them. So Seiko-chan is gonna do the favor and pick out the first question. This one's purple, this one's nice. Let's go. Thank you. So were you inspired by the songs we listened to as children, or is it just me? Well, my music in general is not inspired by children's songs, but evidently on salad days I did cover multiple classic children's songs, traditional songs, but in general my music, well, some of it may be inspired by children's music, but for the most part it's not kids' music. Unless you want it to be. I mean, if you want to play my music for your kids and raise them the right way, then sure, I guess. Moving on. Another big purple one. Is a music video for any of the songs on the horizon? Big fan of yours, sending you love. Sending you love right back. So, a music video. Yes, I'm recording this on Sunday, March 2nd. And actually, a music video for Imaginary Companionship came out yesterday, on Saturday, March 1st. So yes, it is out now. You can go watch it. It's glorious. Moving on. Did you write any songs for anyone specifically? Love your music, by the way. Thank you, and damn you, I know exactly who you are. And it's not right of you to be asking this question, because here's the context, guys. The person who wrote this question knows that I wrote a song for them. The Great Bulgarian Countryside of this album is written for the person who asked this question. So yes, if that doesn't answer the question, that's it. I wrote the Great Bulgarian Countryside for you. It's more of a love song than a hate song, so I do not hate you as you thought. Anyway, this is not the time for confrontation. Moving on. This one's blue. What was one element of production that changed the project for you? Well, I had the realization that I can distort everything. And it sounds, I like to call this concept oral hell, which I think sums it up pretty good. And yeah, it's basically the entire project for this album, but for my next album it's also going to be evident in a smaller degree, but still I discovered that I can distort everything using tape distortion and overdrive and other cool stuff like that. And yeah, I like to distort things now, so yes, okay, I was about to say something stupid. Moving on. Tell us how you started your music journey, and good luck on future projects. Thank you. How I started my music journey. I was 12 years old. It was Easter break. I was bored out of my mind, and I thought to myself, let's write a song. So I went and did that. The song was shit. And from then on, it kind of like spiraled. I was like, well, that was fun. The song is ass, but let's do this regardless. And it's gotten a lot more serious over the years, but yeah, that's how I started, basically. I already played the piano before that, but I was not very good, and I had no experience in composing music, but now I do. By the way, do you like my new haircut? I was just like looking at myself in the viewfinder. Do you like it? I cut it myself a few days ago. I look like a lesbian grandma now. Okay, what were your main sources of inspiration for this latest project? Well, without oversharing, I was going through a really difficult time. Like, it was really difficult with like depression and such. It was very, very difficult, very complex, and it lasted years. So when it all like kind of climaxed, I found myself in a specific environment where I really couldn't do anything but write music. So during that time, I wrote over 50 songs, and some of them ended up on the album, most of them did not. But yeah, it's mostly that. I like to describe this project as like pure torment and misery in a sparkly suit, and I think that that's a fitting descriptor. It's pure torment and misery in a sparkly suit. So yes, that was the inspiration for this album. My next album is a lot more upbeat. Don't worry, I'm doing much better now. It's not even a competition. I'm like doing good now, I promise. Anyway, so my next project will be less miserable. Moving on, what is the creative process behind your songs? This is something that has changed a lot over the years. At first I used to just like sit at the piano and write. Then I got really into like using the computer for making music, and now I'm back at square one. I like to write lyrics that I set to music, and then I keep the music and toss out the lyrics, though there might be some singing on my upcoming projects, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, that's how it goes now. And usually all my instruments, like the instruments on my music to date, have been synthesized. But I have a single coming out this month. Don't tell anybody. Shh. Don't tell anybody. And on that single I play all of the musical instruments myself. And that's the way it will be on my upcoming album as well. I'm going for a full band sound. I'm going to be playing the piano, keyboards, guitar maybe. I'm not really good at guitar. Well, I'm not... Okay. Electric ukulele, which I used to busk with as well. And electric bass. And maybe some vocals. I'm not good at bass either, but I literally do not know how to play. I just like craft up simple bass lines for my songs. Moving on. Was there any fear when you did street performances, and how did you shut the fears down? Well, I guess the first time I was mildly nervous, but other than that, I wasn't really scared. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I was just like a little nervous. It was a first time thing for me, performing in front of people, so I was slightly anxious. Not anxious enough to put me off from doing it, but yeah, I wouldn't say I was like terrified, you know. It felt like a natural thing to do at the time, and it still does. I street performed yesterday, so I still do it, and it's a lot of fun. What do you feel you accomplished best with your newest album? As aforementioned, it's like pure misery and torment in the sparkly suit. So I think that what I did really well was like capturing the existential dread and anger and angst and all the other things starting from English. Yeah, so I think that it's a really pure expression of all of those bad sentiments. I think I did that really well. That's why the record sounds the way it does, but yeah, it came from a really honest place. This feels so cheesy to say, but like this is my most personal record to date, and everybody says that. Everybody, every time they release a new record, they're like, oh, this is my most personal album to date. No. You say that every time, but this time I really mean it. Like my previous albums I kind of did for fun. There was no particular backstory, but here we got a legitimate backstory. And boy, is it a hefty one. Is hefty a real word? I think it is. I think it means what I think it means. Anyway, moving on. Which song was the most fun to produce? Well, the first song I recorded for the album was Imaginary Companionship, so I would say that I had a lot of fun with that as I was like exploring the sound, the direction that I wanted to go in. And which one? I think Kristalno Spiti was really fun. I was just, the piano smashing part, I was just like elbowing the piano to record it. It was it was a lot of fun. What else? Yeah, these two I'd say. Maybe Humoresque too. Like the synthesizer arrangement for such a classic piece was a lot of fun. So yeah, but if I had to pick one, Imaginary Companionship, hands down. Moving on. Tease your next album. Well, I kind of already did that, didn't I? So, basically the full band sound I was saying, I will be playing all the instruments. We got electric bass, piano, keyboards, ukulele, maybe guitar, maybe vocals. I have read most of the songs already, and it's, again, a much happier album. It's about the occurrences of everyday life, such as going to school, going on a walk, drinking coffee, drinking more coffee, frolicking in fields, traveling like I'm doing right now, bugs, broccoli. Like, these are like legitimate topics I've written about. I'm not saying this to be quirky and random. It's just what I do. So yes, that's my next album. Please look forward to it. It'll be out probably next year. I don't know. Because right now I have other projects. As I mentioned earlier, I'm releasing a single this month. Shh, don't tell anybody. And I am recording a collab EP with a very talented producer, a friend of mine. So do not tell anybody again. So they'll come out sometime this year, and the album will come next year. I have yet to start recording it, but I will soon, and I trust it'll be a lot of fun since I quite like the songs I've written for it. Moving on. Shit. Anything you wish to achieve that you haven't musically? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of going with the flow. I think within the last year, I've had a lot of musical achievements. I've grown a lot as a composer. I've started performing, if on the street. I have sold CDs. I have started collaborating with other people. I have started recording in an entirely new style. So a lot of uncharted territory there, but I'm just going with the flow. This time last year, I didn't expect any of this would happen, so God knows what the future holds, but it's not like I have a specific goal. I'm just kind of doing what I like at the moment. Moving on. Wouldn't it be fun meeting online people in person? Wouldn't it be fun meeting online friends in person? Yes, it would. If you're ever in Greece, hit me up. What is the ultimate goal of life? Is this like a general question, or is it like, what's my goal in life? Because my goal in life is to be cool and do cool things. But other than that, I don't know. I guess this goes for everybody. Just be cool. Be you. Do what you like. Be happy. Because when you're doing what you like, you're happy. It's like there's a correlation there. So I do recommend being cool and doing things that make you happy. Find a hobby. Maybe some will resonate with you. For example, I really like music. Can you tell? And I really like linguistics, so that's what I'm studying in university. I just like things. And when you romanticize everything, you're automatically happy. Just romanticize the little things. Went out for coffee this morning. amazing. So yeah, that's the goal in life. Be cool. Fuck posterity. Be cool. Fuck money. Fuck. Well, obviously you need enough money to live, to like get by. But fuck posterity. Fuck everything. Just do what makes you happy. Moving on. Hello. Some guy wrote this. Like, can you read it? It reads hello. Hi. What's up? Let me know. Boop. Moving on. Do you realize your uniqueness as a human being? Is this an insult? No, just kidding. Well, I didn't really think of myself as unique. I think I'm like maybe a little bit eccentric, but nothing too crazy, you know? Just like, yeah, I don't feel unique. I feel pretty normal. So probably not, but hey, if you say so. Should I take this as a bad or a good thing? I'm gonna, for the sake of my sanity, I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Thank you. What do you feel is the best promo idea you've ever done? Well, I don't really promote my music, do I? And all of my promotional ideas are bullshit. They suck so bad. No wonder nobody listens to my music, but hey. I guess I like the music video that I just released. I like filming this video. I'm having a lot of fun right now, if you can't tell. And I also like street performing, which I started doing in order to promote my album, but now I'm just doing it for fun. It's a lot of fun, and it draws some eyes to my music. Moving on. Do you have any pets? No. I had a pet bunny, but he died a year and a half ago. So his name was Takis. He's dead now. Rest in peace. How did the busking go overall? How much did you make? Well, I'm not gonna tell you how much I made because I don't want to get robbed. It's not a lot of money. And I mean, I made like 300 in my first month. I went out and bought myself an electric ukulele, so now I play electric ukulele on the streets. And it's been a lot of fun. Since then I haven't made much pay. But I'm not really, the extra income is really sweet. Like I hate to admit this, but it really is a huge bonus. But overall, I'm just like doing it for the fun. Very cool interactions that I have with people that would have never happened if I weren't doing this activity. So yes, it's going well, and I make enough money to, well, I'm putting it in savings for my future. So, but I'm not gonna. But the 300 euros that I mentioned, they went to the electric ukulele. That's right there. But I'm too lazy to show you it because it's in its case, and I'm too lazy to take it out. So, any crushes? And final question. How do you know an album is done and ready to drop? I don't know. I believe in just like not taking yourself seriously, because if you like have it, you need to kill your ego in order to make music. Because if you don't, you're going to be like, you can't be a perfectionist because you'll never achieve perfection, like never. So you need to, at some point you need to give up. At some point I get tired and I tell myself that that's it. The album is ready. I give up. It's time to move on with my life. So that's like, an album is never truly ready. It's just a feeling that this is like acceptable. It's good enough. It's the best it can get. There's no reason to be burning myself out with this. So I just move on with my life, move on to another project or take a break from music, as I have historically done. But yeah, that's the way. These were all the questions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you another time. I will see you soon with my new single that's coming out this month. Don't tell anybody I'm releasing a single this month. Yeah. Thank you for watching.